Hey YouTube fam, I'm coming to you with another tutorial on how I make my popcorn bags for any occasion, any party favor. So I'm going to show you how I make candy popcorn. Right now what you're looking at is white chocolate popcorn with M&Ms in it. And then the big one that you see over here, this one has white chocolate with milk chocolate drizzle on it as well. So then I also tied them with the plastic first. Then I tied my ribbons on there, which is my business colors. As you can see, that turquoise and purple, and my little design Wild Orchids event planning and rental. And you can't really see it. I should have blew my name up a little more, but my name is right there as the owner. So let's get started on how to make candy popcorn. Okay, hopefully you guys can see me. Please excuse my clothing today because it is like 1:58 a.m. and I'm up doing this for some people at work. So just please excuse my clothing. But let's get started. You will need your brand of popcorn, whichever one of your choice. I have Orville Redenbacher. I don't even know how to say the name, but whatever. Kettle corn, as you can see, and there's 12 in the box. For this particular candy, I'm going to only use 2 bags of that, which is what you just saw here. 2 bags of these. And you just get those 2 bags, pop them as normal. I don't like burnt popcorn, so I don't put them in there for what the bag tells me to put them in there on. You just get those in your pot. Try not to get the kernels in there. The seeds, I meant. And I pop my popcorn on 55 seconds. This said a minute and a half. I did 55 seconds. If you do a minute and a half, you're going to burn. Who wants to eat burnt popcorn? And for those of you who are worried, my hands are clean and washed. I'm working with clean hands. Normally I would have on gloves, but normally I started using gloves, but I don't have any more right now. So I have all my popcorn here in the pot. You can put it in a bowl, whichever one you prefer, and just set it to the side. You're going to put your oven on 200 because you want to keep the popcorn warm. So I'm just going to place this whole pot in my oven and keep it warm until I'm ready to use it. Or you can take it out of the pot and you can place it on your pan, your parchment paper pan, and keep it on there until you're ready to use it. So I'm placing this in my oven. So you want to keep the popcorn warm. We're going to go ahead and put in 2 cups of sugar. In my cup, I have 1 cup. I'm not going to do 2 because I feel like it's already going to be sweet enough. So put my 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of butter. It does not matter the brand of butter you use either. I'm going to put a 1/2 cup of water in there. Then you're going to put a 1/2 cup of Karo syrup. Now I wanted to let you all know that it does not matter which Karo syrup you use, Great Value or the regular one. They both work just fine. But since I have this one open, I'm going to finish with this one. And this is a 1/2 cup. So we put that in there. And you want to bring this pot to a boil. You don't have to use your candy thermometer for this. You just want to bring it to a boil. And I'm going to set my stove on between 6 and 7. I don't have a high medium temperature. So actually I'm going to put it to 7 so we can get it boiling faster. Okay, that's all my ingredients in there. So I have my stove on. We're going to get this stirred up. Once this comes to a boil, then we're going to cut it off, and then we're going to add in our flavor and our coloring. It doesn't, whatever color you're doing for your candy popcorn is fine. I'm doing strawberry, so I'm going to do mine pink, or you can use red if you want to. So it doesn't matter which one you use. I just wanted to show you. And mine is the Wilton icing coloring, or you use food coloring. You don't have to use the gel paste. I'm using gel paste because this is what I have right now at the moment. So once this gets boiled up, we'll be back with you in a moment and show you what to do next. Alright, so our candy mixture has come to a boil. So now we can turn that off. And we're just going to stir this around some. This is not like when I make my candy apples, so it doesn't have to reach a hard crack or anything like that. It's just a candy syrup mixture that needs to come to a boil, very hot temperature. So now we're going to add in our color, which is, I'm going to use the pink. And I don't know if you can see how my pink has come out. If you want it darker than that, you can put some more in there, or you can put the red in there. It's up to you. And me just being me, because I want it a little darker, I'm going to put a few drops of my red in there. I just did about a toothpick, and this is all I have that I'm going to drop in there. Be careful not to burn yourself with it, because I burned myself with candy apples, and it is not a pretty sight. So get that stirred around. Now you can add in your flavor, and I have strawberry, so that's what I'm going to use. And you put the whole thing in there. That smells so good. Now we're going to take our warm popcorn out of the oven. Set them away. And we're going to put this popcorn into the pot. And yes, I did start it out with this in the pot, but I decided to put it in there. So we're going to get this all back in there. Being messy. Okay. And my stove is clean, so I can pick up this around here. Some did fall on the floor, but I'm not picking that up. Okay. So now, get a big spoon. If you have a wooden spoon, that's fine. If you have a big, you can still use your spatula, silicone, up to you. So you just want to get this all coated in the pot. And as you can see, it's boiling down. The popcorn is disintegrating in it. So you just stir it around until all of it is coated. Then once all of it is coated, you're going to place it back on your pan. And then you're going to put it back into your oven for 5 to 8 minutes. And then once it comes out, it should be ready. Now I use 2 bags here. I wasn't doing a lot of this one. I just did a very small portion. You can see some of it is coated and it still got some of the candy at the bottom. So just keep mixing this until everything is fully coated. If you need to put a little bit more candy mixture in here, you can. It's up to you. Or just keep turning until everything is coated. I'm going to put a little bit more in here. But I see there's nothing left at the bottom. I'm going to continue to stir until everything is mixed. And if you need to set your timer, if you think you're not going to remember to take this out of the oven within 5 to 8 minutes, then do so. Pretty okay to me. And there's a few little in here that's white, but that's okay. I don't want to drown my popcorn mixture in the syrup to where it takes too long to dry. Okay, so I do have some left over, but I don't have any more popcorn, but that's okay. We don't need it. If you have more bags to pop, then go ahead and make more, but I don't have any more bags to pop because I created all the other ones. So like I said, I'm going to spread this back into the pan. Oh, there's a seed on here. I'm going to spread this back into my pan and put it in the oven. Be careful not to get the juice in the popcorn because you don't want that in the pan while this is trying to cook some. And just spread this out like so. Make sure your oven is set to 200. Should still be on there. And this is what you should have. This is my strawberry candy popcorn going into the oven. It is 221. We'll be back at 229. Okay, so it's now 2:29, so let's take it out. And this is what you'll have. And then, let me see. It's quite sticky. Some of it's sticky, some of it's still wet. But you could just either let it sit here to cool, or you can place it in the refrigerator for like 15 minutes or so. And I really didn't need 2 cups of sugar. 1 cup was enough. So this is how you make candy popcorn. You just sit and let this dry. And once it's dry, bag it up as I bag these up and tie it nice with a ribbon on there. And there you have it, candy popcorn. So if you like my video, please rate and subscribe, and please do try this method and share with me your video on how yours came out. Until then, stay tuned for next time. Thank you for watching Wild Orchids Events, and have a good one. Good night.